So, last week we thought about Mark's return to Alexandria, how the worshippers of the evil serpent Serapis murdered him on Easter Sunday. But Mark had already laid hands on Aniannus and made him bishop or patriarch of Alexandria. And he also laid hands on 12 priests and said that when Aniannus died, they should choose the next patriarch from amongst themselves and then raise another good Christian in that priest's place. And that is how all the bishops of Alexandria were chosen up until the Council of Nicaea. And they decided that everyone around the world should just have one way of choosing bishops, and that's how we do it to this day. But this is how they did it, the way Mark told them. Aniannus proved to be an incredible saint and a wonderful patriarch, and Eusebius said that Aniannus was well-pleasing to God and admirable in all things, and he was a greatly humble man. And because the other bishops of Egypt were so good, they recognized his great humility that the world couldn't see, and they called him El Baba, which means the grandfather. Because for all these fathers, these church fathers, he was like their father. And then slowly the word El Baba got morphed into the word Pope. And that title continues to this day as the Coptic Pope. The Copts are the Greek name given for the native Egyptian people. And they call them Coptic Pope so we don't confuse them with another Pope in Italy. This special title was given to the patriarchs of Alexandria by the churches of all of Africa. Now Aniannus served for 22 years as El Baba, and he filled every city, town and village of Egypt with churches. He laid the groundwork for all the Coptic people to turn to Christ with one heart. And because so many Coptic people believed in Jesus, the worshippers of Serapis couldn't work up the crowds they did that killed Mark. And they lost control over the government. So Aniannus died peacefully in 83 AD. And then the 12 priests anointed by Mark followed Mark and Aniannus' instructions, and they chose Avilius to succeed after Aniannus, Saint Avilius. Because of Mark's sacrifice and Aniannus' work in Egypt, there was no more persecution in Avilius' time, and he governed the church wisely. He didn't waste this time of peace that the Lord gave him. He remembered the journeys Mark made deeper into Africa, so he sent messengers to establish connections with the churches of Sudan. And they sent messengers even further south into Ethiopia and so on and so forth, till all of East Africa was looking to the El Baba for leadership. So the Church of Egypt grew in peace and became numerous and maintained a great learning and love of the faith. But when Avilius died, Saint Kedron was named the next Coptic Pope, and the Roman Emperor Trajan began a terrible persecution, and they couldn't escape this one. But how Saint Kedron led the church through those difficult times, we'll have to see next week.